Hi, this is Lady C. Welcome to Creative Studio. Well, in the upcoming tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a table of contents. Now, what you're going to notice right now is I have a Microsoft Word document on the screen. And what I want to do is call your attention to the Home tab. And at the top of the Home tab, you're going to notice there's some headings. You got heading 1, heading 2. What these headings are going to do for you is they're going to mark the text. And then that's how you're going to create your table of contents, by applying these headings to your text. And then you're going to go and generate the table of contents. So let's go ahead and identify how we want our headings to be set up. So number 1, here on the screen, I want to select the text, Microsoft Word tutorial, and I want to make that my heading 1. So I just choose heading 1. And the next one I want to do is I want to make working with lists to be heading number 2. So I'm going to select that text. And this time I'm going to go up to the toolbar and I'm going to choose heading 2. And so you're just going to keep on applying your headings throughout your text, okay? Page breaks is going to be heading 2. And these final 3 lines, I'm just going to select all of them, and I want to make this a heading 3. And if you ever notice that one of your headings is not showing up, you can also use Control-Shift-S to bring up the list of headings, like I'm going to show you right here in this illustration. And when you do Control-Shift-S, it's going to bring up the Apply Styles window. All you got to do is just start typing heading 3, and then choose Apply. And then you can go ahead and close that box. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to create the table of contents. So what I want to do is I want to create a brand new page. So I'm going to go up to the top of my page. And in Microsoft Word, it's easy to go to the beginning of the page by pressing Control Home. So on the keyboard, press Control Home. And what it does, it advances your cursor to the beginning of your document. And now we are going to create a new page. Now, one of the things that we're not going to do, we're not going to press the Enter key until we get to the next page. What we're going to do to create the new page is simply Control Enter. So after you press Control Enter, notice how a new page appears in your document, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead on and hit the Enter key a couple times and position my mouse pointer at the very top of my document. And I'm going to create my table of contents right here. So now what we're going to do is choose References on the toolbar. And then the first option on the far left, Table of Contents, choose that. And then just simply choose the type of table of contents that you want to use. And I'm just going to choose the Automatic Table 1. And so now, see how easy it was for the table of contents to be generated? Notice how easy it was for the table of contents to generate. And everything is being generated using the heading styles. Okay, so now take a look at what's going on here. Notice how you got the leader and the page number, and notice how all of these items are on the same page number. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just randomly choose to put some things on different pages. So I'm going to position my cursor in front of Working with Lists, and I'm going to choose Control Enter. Page breaks is going to be on its own page. I'm going to put column and text wrapping. I'm also going to change the size of my zoom window so that all this is on one page, so it's not going across multiple pages. Okay, or multiple screens. All right. Now, notice how we have 6 pages in this document now, and you can see that on the far left-hand side of the screen. We're on page 1 of 6. If I press the page down key, it takes me throughout all of my pages. I'm going to press Control Home to get back to the beginning of my document. And now I want to update my table. I just want to let you know, if you print this document, so if I go Control P to print this document, notice how in the print preview, it automatically updated all of my page numbers just because I went to print, okay? So let me just see if I can zoom in so you can see what I just did. I did Control P to print, and notice how it automatically renumbers my pages, okay? So that's one way that you can update the table of contents page numbers if things change. That's a good feature. However, if there was something that changed on the actual line or just make some kind of change to one of the headings, let's take a look at what happens to that. I'm going to double click the word Microsoft so it highlights the word and I can just delete it. And now I'm going to Control Home to go to the beginning of the document, and I'm going to do Control P. Notice how the system does not include the fact that we took the word Microsoft out of that text. It did not update the table of contents the way it updated those page numbers. So you've got to do something different to make sure that you've updated the text. So let's take a look at how we can do that. All you got to do is click in the table, and then you see where it says Update Table. Click on Update Table, and then notice how you have an option. Update page numbers only or update entire table. Now what we want to do is we want to update the entire table. So choose Update Entire Table and then click OK. And now you're going to notice that the text in that heading, the text in heading 1 actually changes so it only shows up Word Tutorial instead of Microsoft Word Tutorial. So while there's a lot going on with creating a table of contents, as long as you understand that you're going to apply heading 1 through 3 to your text, go to the References tab, choose Insert Table of Contents, and if you want to update the page numbers, you print. But if you want to update the page numbers and the content that may have changed in your table of contents headings, then you have to update the table and choose the option to update the entire table. So I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.